Hello, Orvillians and hillbillies of the galaxy. I am Average Joe, the Average Geek, here with my weekly Orville review for you once again. This week is a bit bittersweet, I must say. Bitter because it is the season finale. Sweet because it was such a good episode. Yeah, let's talk about it. This week was episode 12, the season finale, titled Mad Idolatry. And the little premise of the episode is that Ed and Kelly consider getting back together. Ed and the crew discover a planet from another universe. Kelly makes a decision with unforeseen long-term consequences for the planet, putting Ed in a difficult position. This episode was phenomenal. I really, really enjoyed it. This might be my favorite episode of the season. I really loved how it tackled some legitimate things. Um, it spoke about religion and the nature of religion and how, you know, little things can be misconstrued to create entire faith systems, long down the line. Uh, it really it had this strong high concept science fiction with this parallel universes, and the planet that's rotation would take, or revolution around its star would take it from one universe to the other, but in the other universe time clicked by at a much faster rate. So we see this entire progression of a civilization from the Bronze Age to the computer age, or to the Renaissance, to the computer age, to spacefaring and a galactic civilization. That was fantastic. Um, yeah, so it started off with this planet being discovered, and Kelly and crew crash landing on the planet, and she meets a little girl, which she shouldn't have even been near, and little girl falls and hurts herself, and Kelly uses her magic technology to save her, to heal her. And then she goes off and tells her people, and 700 years later, it's religion. And it's religion doing what religions do, which is usually murder people that don't believe in it. Um, we've seen this countless times throughout the course of human history. There was a lot of great commentary on that too, because as the planet moves through around its star and it pops in and out of universe to universe, we get little snapshots of this planet's development. We see it in the Bronze Age, then we see it in the Medieval Age, and then we see it in the Computer Age, and then finally we see it in the age of galactic exploration. And we see how the society progresses from primitive to uh, religious fundamental theocracy, to computer age, where it's still, where the religion is still in the minds of the people, even if it may not be theocratic completely, and then into the galactic age, the traveling age, when they speak very openly about how there was nothing that could be done. We had to go. They had to go through this process of evolution, this process of learning about itself, and it required that stepping stone of religion to achieve something more. I really, really enjoyed that commentary, because I kind of at times feel like this is where we're at in our own society now, is that religion, regardless of how you feel about it or not, is slowly but surely on the decline. As more and more people move towards agnosticism and atheism, ultimately, usually. I'm sure I just triggered a bunch of people by mentioning that. But it's a very important point when we're discussing this episode of the show. Where are we at in our evolution as a society from religion to science? Will we ever move from religion to science? Will we ever leave it by, or will it always be a part of our society? Those kinds of questions were asked in this episode, and they're very important questions, and the kind of questions that good science fiction is fearless in tackling. And the Orville is good science fiction. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. It was nice not having any kind of cameos. Sometimes these cameos can kind of weigh down the show. I've spoken about that in previous videos, so I won't touch on it anymore here. But this episode was fantastic to me. Definitely top tier of the season. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The science fiction concepts of the planet that, time travels faster in one universe than in this one. That was really cool. It kind of harkened back to a Star Trek Voyager episode. What was the name of that? It was like In the Blink of an Eye, or I believe that was the title of the episode. Somebody correct me down below. Where the Voyager came across this planet that time just moved so quickly, and they saw this civilization rise and fall. And it was great. It was one of the best episodes of Star Trek Voyager. And this episode kind of used a little bit of that story too, which kind of makes sense. Brandon Braga directing this episode. But yeah, it was really good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm going to miss the Orville in the off season. I have nothing but high hopes for season 2 as it continues to find its voice and evolves into something more. Let's just call it a matter of faith, right? If you agreed with me, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps. It helps more people see it. Share this video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I am Average Joe the Average Geek, and I will speak to you all again very, very soon. Peace.